you know, if you look at They Live, it's classic. And that time back too, where you have a small number of people who are actually not what they seem. They look human to people in everyday life, but when the guy put the sunglasses on that allowed him to decode reality on another level, that was the symbolism of it, he saw that they actually, behind the human form, they weren't human at all. And they were the people in power. They were the bankers, they were the politicians, they were the president, they were some of the police. Also, when he put the glasses on that subliminal level, he could see all the subliminal messages all around him, telling him to stay asleep, to not question, to obey authority. And it was a movie, it was kind of a B movie, wasn't it? A kind of, most people would never have heard of, and yet it was way ahead of its time in portraying the world that we're actually living in.
Hydra was founded on the belief that humanity could not be trusted with its own freedom.
Welcome to slavery.
What we did not realize was that if you try to take that freedom, they resist. The war taught us much. Humanity needed to surrender its freedom willingly. For 70 years, Hydra has been secretly feeding Christ. Hydra created a world so chaotic that humanity is finally ready to sacrifice its freedom to gain its security. Once the purification process is complete, Hydra's new world order will arise.
Hail Hydra. Hail Hydra!
You still don't get it, do you, boys? There ain't no countries anymore. No more good guys. They're running the whole show. They own everything, the whole goddamn planet. They can do whatever they want.
The moment I was inaugurated, my hand would just, it'd still be hot from touching the Bible, and I would immediately race to wherever they have the files about Area 51 and the UFOs, and I'd go through everything to find out what happened.
Right.
Did you do that?
That's why you will not be president. Because that's the first thing that you would do.
It's at the
The
top
aliens
of my
won't
list.
let it happen. You reveal all their secrets. They exercise strict control over us.
Our projections show that by the year 2025, not only America, but the entire planet will be under the protection and the dominion of this power alliance. The gains have been substantial, both for ourselves and for you, the human power elite.
I'm not aware of the fact that the current president was somehow or other resistant to the idea of running for the presidency. So I just don't know whether those facts are really valid even.
Watch out!
What's your problem? What's your problem? What's your problem?
Their mouths are full of bitterness and curses, and in their paths, nothing but ruin and misery, and the fear of God is not before their eyes. They have taken the hearts and minds of our leaders.
What's your problem?
You have given us entree to the resources we need in our ongoing quest for multidimensional expansion. And in return, the per capita income of each of you here tonight has grown, and this year alone, by an average 39%.
And here we got the brains of the whole operation. Master signal goes out from here to the satellite. We pump it out all over the world. Pretty fancy, huh?
And keep an eye on WGN reporter Rich King, who is in the background here.
Moving the ball, kind of, keeping good time of possession, and not having any turnovers out there.
How was Jay?
How was what?
Jay Cutler, how was he?
He was great, like he always is. Getting the win tonight was, critically important.
Well, get that man a chapstick, will you? It's a human sacrifice.
Mot färdigt kärnbränsle. Det kommer landet att framföra till FN:s atomenergiorgan.
Nedověděli jsme se nic, dá se tedy předpokládat, že odpoledne pravděpodobně budeme úspěšnější. A teď se pojďme podívat na to, co přinesly poslední hodiny na české politické scéně.
Another one, Charles Strange, the father of one of the Navy SEALs, Michael Strange, of one of the Navy's.
Weird. Really weird.
Was also arrested here back on September 18th. Now keep in mind, this is the family story, their account of what they see happened here on campus earlier this month. Unfortunately, we weren't able to reach the school district for comment, but
it is worth it not only to track missing troops, but to be able to tell friendlies from enemies on the battlefield. Brian Todd reporting for us. Such devices, by the way, are cost and pay for all of this. It is worth it not only to...
I understand. Well, there hasn't been any statement or anything from the Assad regime, however.
There are no victims of this, Harris.
Returned to her live on the scene, but interesting to note, John, that police did.
What I'd like to see done is a conversation with Republicans and Democrats.
Protesters chanted anti-war slogans. They urged each other to stay peaceful. They urged each other to stay together, not to splinter off.
I'm sorry. I was in a trance.
Yeah. Quid pro quo,
Yes,
Clarice.
we have capitalism and we embrace it. And they
don't,
yes,
Clarice.
We have. Yes,
Clarice.
we have.
Where they'll live. Sick, I know, but I also know you want to hear what she has to say. The doc says if these people don't get help or straighten up fast, I haven't pre-read any of this. Brittany won't make it to the age 30, Lindsay won't see 25, and Michael Jackson has no more than 5 years left. At the other end,
well, a very, very heavy debatation tonight. We had a very Darrison, but let's go to Terrace and look for the head of the pit.
This Muslim man gets very, very upset. And according to the atheist, he was...
Now, first of all, let's, again, break this down to the reality. The reason that they leave those trails is not because they're putting chemicals in the air, okay? It's condensation.
But there aren't any chemtrails, okay? Everyone needs to calm down.
I've got one that can see.
So many people who lost their children.
Yeah.
So now it's our turn, and it's hard and it is unbelievable,
it will be hard.
Yeah, yeah.
Now everything is a roller coaster, but it will be hard.
And I think in the mixture of emotions that we have, and over the last 48 hours after this happened, anger wasn't particularly one of them.
6 children. They were sitting there. And I had no idea why they were there.
He is there, and they're getting ready to make to come to the microphone, so we'll listen to it.
Okay. So my name's Robbie Parker.
You all made him stop. You guys are heroes.
Please don't say that. Please don't ever say that.
I don't think any of us want to be heroes at the expense of what happened.
We're hired as police officers.
Walked her to the door, and what did I find? A half a dozen other guys waiting in line. I'm waiting in line wherever I go, at the baseball game or the picture show. Wherever I wander, I'll always find that I wind up just waiting in line.
If you can control the situation, depending on your photographer, and I have very good photographers, no, I don't.
How young?
Sorry, I don't.
How young was the young?
Now is the time to act. Please join us. You can talk to your senator too, or visit whitehouse.gov to find out how you can help join the president and get involved.
Fairness, the police chief came out. He immediately charged this cop with murder. He was in tears and talking about it with the press, Mark. So
I opened my computer and it was Jim. And he was just talking to me, and I told him Happy Thanksgiving. And he was like, "It's Thanksgiving over there?" And I said, "Yes, it's Thanksgiving." I just want to know, you know.
Thank you all for coming and showing your support for me and my family. Stay strong.
15-year-old
can be found even in the darkest of times, if one only remembers to turn on the light. I know that my mom, Dad, Brian, Emily, Becca, and Zach
Race played a role in this?
Don, we can't get into the brain of another individual, so we can't state.
At what point did you start to feel something?
I had gone to the isolation unit on the 22nd of July. I went home and I called.
As far as talking, we're breaking into her slowly.
Watch the skin color, watch the skin texture. Just an amazing animal can change color and texture to match the surroundings. Watch them blend right into this algae. 1, 2, 3.
As far as talking, we're breaking into her slowly.
What's your problem?
Blah, blah, blah. They're like smart chicks.
I know.
I mean, I hate to be that way, but they're like smart girls.
I know. That's the weirdest thing. It's like, what are you guys doing? You're all out of your mind. I know. Even like my agent and stuff was saying earlier on, he gets so many emails giving comments about what I should be doing and this and that, and they're all very eloquent and very. Very on the ball emails. They're not like crazy people who.
They're not nuts.
I know, who write in like text message speak. They're all like, they're all kind of, they're on.
What's your problem?
Okay, so I was watching Fox News and I just caught this, and I've been slowing this down and rewinding it. Check this out. Watch. Boom. I can't get over it. I always thought that stuff was BS, but come on. Alright, last one.
That's like pouring perfume on a pig.
And dealing with, drawing two defenders and making reads to find the open guys. So definitely a learning experience and a bump in the road, but looking forward to improving.
With everything that's going on around you, Jeremy, how are you just finding time right now just to...
No matter how focused you are, no matter how ready you think you are, you're not going to catch me, because that last 10 years is going to take me 3.5 strides to pass the finish line. And this is where the glory begins. It's when you pass the finish line, I do what I want. Celebrate to the world, do crazy stuff.
I love DJing. I love music. What's your dream playlist?
This should be played at high volume. I couldn't tell this one about I myself, and then beware the memes. Go on about to the top. Everybody wanna be somebody. Giving everything to get a shot to give a little bit of face time. Go on about to the top. Everybody wanna be somebody. But what if I told you somebody knows? Yeah. They say racks on racks on racks on racks, huh? I bet they never told you about that tax on tax, huh? Dasha got tracks on tracks, so up with the rap.
Wait until you see this. They're going to show them on the sidelines. Watch this. Watch this. Are you kidding me? Have you ever seen anything like that in your life?
With Marino on the Denver sideline. First and 10 Kansas City from the Chiefs 14-yard line. Well, it's a big game, emotional. Big game by Marino last week, and we're not sure.
Hey, I think I've been tracking for it. Yeah, the sprint. The 100 of you. Yeah, in a race that's what, 9.5 seconds long.
Strength is irrelevant. Resistance is futile. We wish to improve ourselves. We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness to our own. Your culture will adapt to service ours.
You like having friends, don't you? Assimilation turns us all into friends. In fact, it brings us so close together we can hear each other's thoughts.
Is that fun?
Yes. It's fun.
Although one of the cool things that kind of freaks me out is when I received a phone call, because the sound actually goes in the back of your ear, and it sounds like the sounds are inside of your brain. I promise you there's a difference between hearing someone talk to you and hearing Google Glass inside of your head. Freaks me out. It's like I'm hearing you inside my brain.
In fact, it brings us so close together we can hear each other's thoughts. Yes. It's fun.
Record a video. Oh, look at me. I'm recording. Look, I'm a mess. But I turn around to
Freedom is irrelevant. Self-determination is irrelevant. You must comply. Death is irrelevant. Your archaic cultures are authority-driven. To facilitate our introduction into your societies, it has been decided that a human voice will speak for us in all communications. You have been chosen to be that voice.
It's making our lives easier. I think people will actually welcome this tool to make their lives easier.
And is there a sort of wider philosophy behind it?
We are early adopters of this technology. We experiment with it. We learn it, how it works, because I think that there might be a day when the tax man or the big corporates will come to us and say, hey, try this chip, try this implant. And then we, the biohackers, who understand this technology, we will be able to question their proposals.
This is a developmental system made by MC10, and it has an antenna and some sensors embedded in it. And what we plan to do is work with them to advance a tattoo that could be used for authentication. Now, it may be true that 10 to 20-year-olds don't want to wear a watch on their wrist, but you can be sure that they'll be far more interested in wearing an electronic tattoo, if only to piss off their parents. Right? It's really true. So what this means is that that becomes my first superpower. I really want this superpower. It means that my arms are like wires, my hands are like alligator clips. When I touch my phone, my computer, my door, my car, I'm authenticated in. First superpower. Like, I want that.
Having trouble remembering your password? The head developer at PayPal has a solution. Circuit board tattoos, brain chips, and password pills. Jonathan LeBlanc announced his ideas at a conference called Kill All Passwords. LeBlanc says passwords are not secure and they need to be replaced. Now, Apple's Touch ID fingerprint was a start to replacing passwords, but LeBlanc is taking it a step further. He says PayPal is working with companies creating scans of the veins in your hands or arms, or bands that recognize your unique heartbeat.
There's got to be a better way than this. A jumble of numbers and letters we memorize and then forget. But we're told over and over that if we want security, we have to sacrifice convenience. Not anymore. Introducing Myris by iLok, the Iris Identity Authenticator that lets you access your entire digital world. No more usernames, no more passwords. Myris converts your individual iris characteristics to an encrypted code that is unique only to you. It matches that code to grant you access to your computer, e-commerce sites, social networks, and data all in less than 1 second. Photos, video recordings, or other fakes won't work. Unlike passwords, it can't be hacked because Myris stores no data, not even the image of your eye. Unlike fingerprints, your iris can't be mistaken for someone else's. Since no two irises are alike, the chance of a false match is 1 in 2 trillion. Finally, there's a better way, and it's as easy as looking in a mirror. Myris, instant, secure access to your digital world. No usernames, no passwords.
Be aware, there's always someone that's watching you.
The whole point is that under a surveillance state, you have very few liberties. Unless if they don't want you to do certain things, then they have ways and means of getting to you, like they did with us or other people. They would find things to use against you, to leverage you or influence you to do what they want you to do. You know, if you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear. Well, that's a great quote from Joseph Goebbels, first of all. And secondly, it's totally irrelevant what you think. What you think is totally irrelevant. It means absolutely nothing. The government only considers its view of you, and if you're doing something they don't like, they will come after you, no matter what you think of it.
To facilitate our introduction into your societies, it has been decided that a human voice will speak for us in all communications. You have been chosen to be that voice.
Does the NSA routinely intercept American citizens' emails?
No.
Does the NSA intercept Americans' cell phone conversations?
No.
Google searches?
No.
Text messages?
No.
Amazon.com orders?
No.
Bank records?
No.
Does the NSA collect any type of data at all on millions or hundreds of millions of Americans?
No, sir.
It does not.
Not wittingly.
Yes. It's fun.
Are you confident that you know everything that's going on within that agency and that you can say to the American people, it's all done the right way?
Yes.
Useless to you, delicious to us. Because we're aliens. That's kind of our thing.
Hulu, an evil plot to destroy the world. Enjoy.
Remember Skynet? That artificial intelligence system from the Terminator series? You know, it gets too powerful and tries to wipe out the human race. Sounds far-fetched? Well, Skynet may not be as far-fetched as we think.
Google processes 1 billion web searches every day. Here's a few of the things Google wants to own: your phone, your email, your computer, and your entire digital life. Building an empire on your street, on your phone, in your DNA.
It seems the startup stage for Nest Labs is over because Google has bought the company for $3.2 billion.
They want you to categorize your day. When I wake up, when I leave for work, when I get home from work, when I go to bed.
Am I alone and feeling a little uncomfortable about this?
1, 2, 3.
Balloons communicate with specialized internet antennas on the ground. We're using all of these things to build this network in the sky.
For several years, Google has made driverless technology. One analyst estimates that by 2035, there will be close to 12 million self-driving cars on the road.
What exactly is Google X?
It would be tempting to call Google X Google's research lab, where the smartest computer scientists are looking at the next generation of Google products.
You also make a reference, it's kind of like the Manhattan Project, where they developed the first atomic bomb. It also sounds like it could be a little scary.
Google and NASA have teamed up to share one of the world's first commercial quantum computers, therefore bringing about a quantum leap in terms of power.
let's get to the Google robot. Let's start with what would be the brain of the robot, and that is DeepMind.
DeepMind can be described as a world-class, groundbreaking technology to build powerful and general-purpose learning algorithms.
So critical thinking.
Exactly, critical thinking.
Google Incorporated said that it is acquiring satellite company Skybox Imaging for $500 million in cash.
And here's a sample of what Google's going to get. The company takes high-res images and video of a given area.
What do you guys think about Google owning the skies and the ground?
Why is Google gobbling up robotics companies? The search engine giant has just acquired a company that designs robots for the U.S. Department of Defense.
This has to be a mistake. Because in 1,100 hours, all primary military systems were secure.
They were. Only the civilian sector was affected. Internet, air traffic, power plants, that sort of thing. But then a few minutes ago, we got word that guidance computers at Vandenberg crashed.
We thought it was a communications error, but now it looks like the virus.
Early warning in Alaska's down. What?
Signals from half our satellites are scrambled beyond recognition.
What about the missile silos, the subs?
We've lost contact.
Dear God, you're saying this country is completely open to attack.
Theoretically, we could be under attack already. Power failure? No. I don't know what it is.
Skynet, the virus has infected Skynet.
Skynet is the virus. It's the reason everything's falling apart.
Skynet has become self-aware. In 1 hour, it will initiate a massive nuclear attack on its enemy.
What enemy?
Us! Humans!
Because we're aliens. And that's how we roll.
The officer turns off the camera. When the recording resumes, Garbarino is lying in a pool of her own blood.
Oh, shit!
Oh, shit, he is beating her up, yo.
Gosh, why?
Oh, God. Oh, he's just an old man. Let it go, let it go, let it go. What the? Oh! Oh, God, you're gonna get him! They tasered him!
The difference is significant. The white areas denote parts of the brain that are actively processing an emotional response to the words. In the brain of the non-psychopath, there is considerable activity. In the psychopath's brain, there is far less. It seems that there is less emotional involvement.
You have to understand that most reptilians will look on humans as the lowest of the low.
Is there somebody that's leading y'all here, or y'all just...
Probably.
I'm glad to know.
There you go.
What are these? Oh, the keys.
They're my office keys.
Right, that's fine. Where's your office?
My office is down the road.
Right, I'm asking you to get out the car.
How do you define normal?
Breaking no laws.
Well, now, I'm telling you to leave.
Why is that?
I'm telling you to leave.
And give me a reason for that.
1305, 1305, 25 down here in front of the road.
Give me a reason that you're asking.
Hey, wait. Now you are. All right.
Really?
Yep.
Seriously? I'm breaking no laws.
Police Chief Kathy Lanier. That's one of the most apparent reptilian slits I've seen in a while. Look at that. That is incredible. Sometimes I see one that even makes me go, wow. There's no lighting problem there. That is definitely a slit pupil.
And soon you've got black helicopters coming across the border, puppet masters for the New World Order.
Thought I would say hello here, finally on camera. There's one main thing that I wanted to tell the world about this reptilian thing. Since I made my first movie, I have been buzzed by helicopters. This is not a joke. You might think that I'm paranoid, delusional, or seeing things, but I just wanted to tell the world that police helicopters continuously circle my place and other helicopters. And furthermore, I've been followed down the street by helicopters. And furthermore, 4 police officers, that's right, 4 LAPD showed up at my door because of movies that I made on YouTube. This is not a joke. And that happened sometime after I made the Barack Obama Clear Hand movie. I mean, I have pissed these things off, these reptilians or whatever they are. And now, to be honest with you, I've heard that they're reptilians. I've seen the slit eyes. I've seen the claws. These guys went ballistic. This guy, these police and police helicopters were circling directly over my house, and you can see from the curvature of the flight path of the helicopter that there's zero doubt that it's circling directly overhead. So you can see that the circle angle is right over my apartment. They're just there all the time. I mean, and it's interesting. I mean, you know, if they're making that much expenditure over this, it's really quite something to see. Oh yeah, and here you can see the occupants of this police helicopter looking at me, and you can see the passenger in the back and the passenger in the front, and then the pilot behind him, and you can see that they are definitely looking directly at me as they are circling directly overhead. And the question you have to ask yourself is why? You know, what's their interest? What's this fascination? Why are they doing this? And like I said, this is after I started uploading Reptilian Shapeshifter movies, so it's quite fascinating.
as I mentioned earlier, the fact that we have will have more than tripled our forces from January 2009 to the end of August 2010 is of enormous significance.
And the best way to
We're going to recess now for a few moments. We'll recess till a...
And one more thing on the logo. Who made up the subtitle Master of the Human Domain, and what does that mean?
So Master of the Human Domain is a construct that we operate in. It's actually the human domain. It's recognized at the Army level, and what that is there is no longer a linear battlefield after 14 years. So if you think that there's going to be another great war where it's the Allies against the Axis, or even the American-led efforts against the North Koreans and the Chinese, that's just not how warfare is conducted anymore. It's asymmetric in nature. And what is at the root or vied for by the enemy is the human populace.
Once your brains are reduced to a cottage cheese like mush, we'll scoop them out with a melon bowler and gobble them right on up. Oops. I think I'm drooling a little. Because we're aliens.
Because we're aliens.
Because we're aliens.
Because we're aliens.
And that's how we roll. An evil plot to destroy the world. Enjoy.
You have a gentleman in the Middle East, we'll call him Abdullah Ali. Okay, so Abdullah Ali is able to provide you food when you can't get food. He's able to get you clean water when you can't get clean water. He's able to start up a school in your local community. And then one day, Abdullah Ali comes to you and says, hey, would you mind hiding this anti-aircraft missile for me?
Bullshit! Bullshit! Bullshit, 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 bullshit! Bullshit!
He's never asked that population for anything before, but he has only provided. He has worked the human domain. They take the anti-aircraft missile and they hide it for him.
Bullshit, 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 bullshit! Bullshit!
It is population centers. How do we counter his credibility, his influence that he has when we come in and we move into an area for 3 days, 4 days at a time? How can you instantly pick that apart and figure it out? That is the human domain that we operate.
Bullshit! 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 Bull, 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 bull. Shit, 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 shit. Bullshit, 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 bullshit. Bullshit!
Is that all I'm ever going to get from you guys? Bullshit? Oh, ask a silly question.
To join us to talk about the center and its mission is Colonel John Pekosak. He is the commander of the U.S. Army Asymmetric Warfare Group. Colonel, thanks for joining us. Welcome to C-SPAN.
Pedro, thank you for having me.
Can you tell us about the buildings behind us, what we're seeing, what the purpose is?
Sure, Pedro. Well, what I'd like to do is just kind of put it into context in terms of why we have the training center here today. Is the Asymmetric Warfare Group provides operational advisory support and solution development for the Army and Joint Force commanders. And really what that means is four things for the service. We provide operational advisors all around the world wherever U.S. forces are deployed. We do that to identify capability gaps. Ultimately, we develop solutions for those gaps and then integrate those back in the Army system. And that's what this facility is really designed for. It's a place to develop solutions for the Army. In addition, it serves a secondary role as an Army training center.
So these buildings behind us, they're life-size, they're realistic, but they're fake in a sense, but they're meant for training.
Exactly, exactly. I recall, the Army's always looked at the need to have diverse places.
Is that all I'm ever going to get from you guys? Bullshit?
Oh, ask a silly question.
Trained, and in the past I recall we had training areas that were simple concrete buildings, but they didn't really provide the texture that you need to get that realistic training that our soldiers need today. So as you can see, the buildings behind us have glass and windows and doors and desks and plants, all those kind of things that our soldiers will encounter.
A lot of type of different buildings too on the campus. Give us a feel of what we'll find. I know that we're viewing an embassy behind us and some apartment buildings, but you have some other structures here as well.
Roger. What we do see, Pedro, is the place is really designed to be able to change, to adapt to whatever environment our soldiers might be in. So there's a 6-story building out there that may be an embassy one day, it may be a hotel another day, it may be a warehouse another day. So we can change the settings to meet the kind of environments that our soldiers are going to face. And what we're trying to do is provide a place that can serve as a variety of training areas so that we can get the most utility for it.
What a load of shit.
There's a small but still sizable group of people who are choosing not to vaccinate their children. See, the thing about doctors is they didn't learn about the human body from their friend's Facebook page. They went to medical school where...
Get your kids vaccinated.
Get your kids vaccinated.
Get your kids vaccinated.
Get your kids vaccinated or lose my number.
Get your kids vaccinated.
Don't worry, you'll be fine.
Trust me, honey. I could do this procedure with my eyes closed. Good. Kill him.
What we do now as a country in deployment of the vaccine and in hand washing and covering your cough.
And look, but this is one time. Forget the conspiracy. Listen to our government agencies. These guys are telling the truth. You know, there's no conspiracy here, folks. Just get your damn vaccine.
All right. Thank you, doctor.
We are being sprayed like we're bugs.
I'm not a scientist.
Aber Physiker bedeutet nicht automatisch maschinenartig oder unemotional.
Also ich möchte noch mal betonen, Physiker sind normale Menschen, ja, wie Sie und ich. Ja, also
ja.
Also,
und Fußballtorwarte wie Sie.
Ja, genau, aber
ja. Fußballtorwarte wie Sie.
Ja, genau, aber
ja.
Wenn man den Wert der Arbeit anschaut, wenn man den Wert der Arbeit anschaut, wenn man den Wert der Arbeit anschaut,
Did your eyes just blink sideways?
Elektron?
Zurzeit das Proton.
Das Proton, ne?
Elektron. Zurzeit das Proton.
Shapeshifted in front of him, turned into a reptile.
and then came back to human, and then shape-shifted again and returned.
They've already got their advanced operatives in cloned bodysuits. They're biomechanical aliens.
London, there's a growing body of evidence that radiation in excess of what the government says are the minimum amounts you should be exposed to are actually good for you and reduce cases of cancer.
So by your account, we should all be heading for the nuclear reactor and leaking and kind of sunbathing out there in front of...
My name is Dr. Stephen Greer, and I'm going to share with you as much as I can in the next hour. Are you ready for the truth? Yeah. All right. But we have to inform the people that we're not alone. And more importantly, that these extraterrestrial civilizations are here to help us and to understand us and to be here when we become a mature civilization ready to go into space peacefully. None of them are hostile, by the way.
Once your brains are reduced to a cottage cheese like mush, we'll scoop them out with a melon bowler and gobble them right on up. Oops. I think I'm drooling a little. Because we're aliens.
Because we're aliens.
He is such a nice
Great guy.
Why can't you be
Yes.
more like him? He's just
Yeah,
nice
Larry.
all the time.
Nice all
the
time.
time.
Because we're aliens.
Because we're aliens.
They radiated 4,000 plus foster kids who were even healthy. They put them in there and would fry them on the spot, take a 3-year-old and stick them in a radiation chamber and then hit them so hard that their feet would burn to the ground like frying eggs.
And that's how we roll. An evil plot to destroy the world. Enjoy.
None of them are hostile, by the way.
Oh my God. What happened to your eyes?
Where we're going, we won't need eyes to see. To another dimension. A dimension of pure chaos. Pure evil.
These extraterrestrial civilizations are here to help us.
Spice expands consciousness. Spice is vital to space travel.
So this is not a theory.
try to take that freedom, they resist. The war taught us much. Humanity needed to surrender its freedom willingly.